Nino Brown is one of my best friends in my whole life, right? And I used to get all his last year outfits. So when he wore on September 9th, that's when we used to start school back in the 90s, September 9th.
Right.
And I would get his 1988 outfits instead of his 1999, but I was so close to his family, and I didn't mind taking it. And my moms didn't mind taking it. My family didn't mind taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all looked out for each other. And,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Neighbor-
I didn't feel no way
neighborhood.
about that. Like, all right. That Tommy Hilfiger he had on last year, all right, I'm gonna wear that shit this year.
Right.
It was the love. I didn't think about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's something he gravitated to, that he knew I didn't have no pride in me. I didn't have none of that. He was like, okay, I don't know what it is about this little nigga, but I don't know. To this day, people ask me that, and I'm like, I don't know. He got, you know, now I'm at this.
I think Big might have seen something in you that he was missing or that he might have had and lost. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you're so involved in the street or you're doing what you're doing, like you say, he's 5 years older than you, right?
Yeah.
So he has a little more experience. So he probably went through things that he's looking at you and like, damn, I lost that innocence. You know what I'm saying? I don't have what C's got. And that's something he wanted to capture again. So having C's by him is like, I'll always have that vicariously. You know what I'm saying? That's what
I didn't judge nothing. Like, I was just like, you know, I didn't care. But he knew, for him, even at that age, I was only like 13, 14, but he knew, like before he was a rapper, I was like, yo, dog, you dope. Before a rapper, he was just who he was, as just him.
Yeah. So what was it? What were you seeing?
I don't know what I was seeing. I was seeing life. I was just like, I don't know. I was too young to even realize what I was actually seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He made me everything that I am today, or who people think I was. And he made me who I am. I didn't know who I was. I was just like, he a cool motherfucker, man. This he look out for the hood. Because you know what? I saw outside of what he was doing in the streets. Like, outside of him hustling and all that shit he was talking about, I knew him really. Like, and what made me know that was the way his relationship was with his moms. His mom was his best friend. None of us could come in front of him and his moms. Swear to God, he had turned into a nerd as soon as his mom pulled up. Yeah, pull your pants up. Yo, my mom's about to come at the block right now, bro. Yo, put that shit out.
Right.
But that's the respect he had for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the stuff that we don't talk about, you know what I'm saying, with that, like, but think about, that was her only child, you know what I'm saying? So the way he treated his relationship with his mother is how he treated everybody around him, you know what I'm saying?
Champ.
And his mother raised him in like a really good, strong Christian background. So, and he went to
His moms didn't play
private
that shit,
school.
bro.
So,
Like,
he,
you know what I'm saying?
he
Like,
wasn't
making
yeah.
shit.
He didn't go to public school,
she
so
didn't
his
play
whole
that shit.
upbringing was like totally different.
You said,
Young-
go.
Young boss, but shout out to Mima. That's what we call her. Shout out to Mima. That's the young boss. But yeah, that's how it was though back then.
You know what I see? Y'all tell me if I'm. Remember Scarface? Remember when the dude that Scarface originally worked for? He was like, "Why do you want this guy? He's a peasant. Like, he's got nothing. He's not." He's like, "Nah, you get a guy like that, he'll be loyal. He'll stay loyal. A guy like that don't work his back off. It. Like, you need a guy like that on your team." That's what I'm seeing. That's what this sounds like to me. I think he looked at you and saw that. Like, he's not out here doing this for fashion. He's a little younger than me. He's still.
I ain't have fashion.
But that's my point.
I didn't have it.
I think
didn't
he
have
saw that as
nothing.
like, yo,
I ain't have no brownie points.
if I show him the world, he'll be loyal to me.
It wasn't like I was styling on him.
Basically molded him. Like you.
That's what
You know
I
what I'm saying?
I think he saw you and saw a right hand because of how you were and who you were.
And the little brother.
You know,
And the
let me
little
tell you
brother.
something, man. It's very hard to talk about that, especially while my boss is in the building. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to talk about that. But it's like, I don't know how to question that no more. I'm like, you know, over all these years, what do I need to tell you about this situation? He made it self-explanatory to him, to everybody. That's why you just said your favorite rapper say who name all the time. That nigga been around gangsters. That nigga been around killers. He talk about this little 13-year-old nigga all the time.
Yeah.
And to this day, I answer this. I question that same shit. Nigga, why the fuck that nigga was talking about me like that? Right? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I was young at that time, so I didn't know. What I did know, my energy was all about love and loyalty, my nigga. I've been standing on that to this day. Nobody could question me about nothing. Even people that backspin for my crew, it's still my people to this day. Because they had to double back and go, I see what you was thinking about, because I learned.
Right.
I was the corny young nigga that sat down and listened and sat in the cut.
Watched everything.
I wasn't trying to, nah, Papa, this your time. Nah, Kim, this your time. Nah, Faith, this your time. I don't mind playing my part.
Right.
Because my part is our part. Same way we all sitting in these chairs right now, right? Everybody play a part in this shit. Hoffa started it, he created it, but it's circling around. It's a 360. The clock go 3, 12, 3, 6, 9, and it go around, right? We all circle around.
Right.
And I knew how to PYP, play my position. And that's all I did. And I feel like I'm getting my dues now. And I don't care when I get it, as long as I get it. And I'm not fishing for that.
Right.
It's not what I'm fishing for. As long as I get to sit here and I get to see my boss sit here in front of me and get to chill, that's my cosign. That's the biggest shit for me than any record sale, than any of this shit that matters to anybody.
Right.
Cause this rap shit or this industry shit could end in tomorrow. I mean, can all these rappers go back to their hoods? Can all these people go back to where they from? I can.
But you was out there before rap, which is where we left off at.
Right.
Nah,
You
bro,
and Big,
nah.
You're big. So
him putting you on, so to speak.
it started with the block. Right.
Yeah.
What was
Started
going
from
on?
there.
What's going on? I mean, I know you probably did countless interviews on this, but for me, you know what I mean? I'm getting it from.
I mean, the block was very just, I mean, the way we come up from, it's very regular, bro. Like, you know, you seeing people fight, seeing people get stabbed, or you hear some shots, like, you know what to do.
Yeah,
Duck! Get
Right,
down!
get down.
Yeah, get out of here! Like, it's a very regular thing to me. It's not nothing that's out the ordinary to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think the difference today is that we get to see what these young kids and the new generation get to go through because everything is.
So everything's virtual.
Yeah, but we've been going through that shit like our whole lives. But we had a private life back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everything was excluded. It was all between us. And nobody knew about nothing. And I just felt like that was just like regular stuff. I knew the rules. My sister told me, you hear shots, nigga, run your ass around the corner.
Yeah.
Come bring your ass in the house.
Right.
You see people getting it on your block. You go in the house. Or, you know.
Stay away
like,
from that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. I'm not
Right.
afraid to say that. I wasn't outside, like out there, like I was banging at 3, at 5. All the new generation be like, they was banging at 7. Yo, nigga, I was outside. No, you wasn't.
Yeah.
If you was
Yo, who
out
sat in
there,
that chair and said they was outside from 4 years
Murder.
old?
Bobby Smurda.
Yeah, right. I think he said 2
He said
years
he was
old.
outside
Murder.
from 4
He
years old.
said 2.
it could be possible. I'm not saying. Listen. Shout out to my little brother Bobby Spurgeon.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't be because it is like that in certain
Yeah.
cities. But I'm telling you how I was raised. Where I was from in the 90s, I'm 45 years old. All right. So in my 90s, in 95 and 94, I was 14, 15. I can't compare his 14 to 15 to mine.
Right.
If he's
right,
not
right.
my age.
Right.
But he has the right to say how he feel about his era. Because it was like that probably in his era and time. I don't know that. Because at that time, I was like, nigga, I ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was already like, all right, nah, but I'll go hang out with my youngins and, you know, because I want to get around them to have this type of conversation with them and talk to them because I feel like that's what the young generation do lack.
Right.
They don't have OGs. They don't have older people around them to tell them. I had that. I had a Big, I had a D-Rock, I had a Money L, I had a C Gutter. I had wild people. And then outside of that, just my family. You know what I'm saying? Like I had people that, like, yo, little bro, you bugging. Before the internet. But now, niggas will tell you bugging on the internet before they tell you bugging in private.
Private, yeah.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, nah, you want to go up there, like, I've been trying to talk to my nigga on the internet. Like, no,
Yeah,
bro.
that
Leave that shit alone. Call him.
whole audience, yeah.
Yeah.
What
man,
is the
so-
Is that what the crew life was like? Like you just mentioned other members of Junior Mafia. Was that like as you're becoming this guy
Yeah.
with Big and the boys, and
Yeah,
now you're
yeah.
on the block, now you're outside.
Yeah.
Is that where you learned like these morals and the rules?
Hell yeah. Like, yeah. All my friends, like, wouldn't have nothing to impress nobody for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't no internet. It wasn't no Instagram. It wasn't no Twitter. It wasn't none of that.
That's a fact.
We weren't out there fighting for no rights or fighting for no respect.
Right.
It was
Right.
strictly on the strength of where you from and your surroundings, and that's what it was. And that's how we all got stamped for who we were.
This nigga Caesar don't want to tell us how much crack they was selling. Trying to find out, you won't tell me, man. You won't tell me.
What? What you? I wasn't. Listen, I was. I
They told
wasn't-
C's to go
I
in the
didn't-
crib. You probably that
I
young
didn't
in the
have to do
house.
that. Let me
Right.
tell you something, dog. And that's why Big is so important, because he tried to snatch us up from that. You know what I'm saying? How many
That
rappers
is
you
something.
know that did that?
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.